Hello, everybody. Good morning. Welcome, welcome. How is everybody doing? I was just making coffee. Sorry about the delay, but it's here. The Abyss. Hello. I like that. Good morning. Dabadeep, good morning. Marco, welcome. Hey, Abyss. Tamimi, hey. Good to see you. And Zacromancer is here. Deep Pain, good to see you, man. Green. What's happening? And Yannick is back. It's always good to see you guys. Well, NQ is definitely in a mood today. I don't know. What was this? Was this Trump? I'm still not sure because I saw that Trump is threatening the threatening Russia. Nvidia. All right. Mick, hello. Lab. Good to see you. And Skumar is here. Schwarm. So this is Nvidia news. All-time high. Yeah, we just made history again. This is crazy, right? Barmin there. Good to see you. Oh, really? They can sell GPUs to China. Thank you for the information. Good to know. Farhad, my man, what's happening, Farhad? Paul, hey. How you doing, Paul? Mario is here. Good morning. You sold 103 shares of Nvidia. Oh, wow. At 106. Oh, you sold it at 106. Oh my god. I think you should not remember. Yeah. Forget about that. All right. Oh yeah, it's closed. So I wonder where it's going to open. Okay. Malala, hey, good morning. And Isham is here. Oh. The streaming on Discord is gonna happen this week, most likely on Thursday, on Friday, and Friday. I'm gonna send out the invites today. Today is Tuesday. Until tonight, I send all the emails. I have like a dozen email addresses from you guys. So, and we're gonna start the Discord stuff. Good morning. Oh yeah. Coop, I have your email. Everything has been collected. I'm just gonna send out the bulk email, and there's gonna be the invite. So, thank you for the email, Coop. Marco, what's happening? Previous day high, which is actually Asia high. How far is that? 20 points. Is this going to be one of those days when we don't know what to trade? Anyway, let's look at gold just for a minute, because it seems like up at these highs, it's just going to be much harder to look for a possible entry. Previous day high on gold, and we have previous day low on gold, and we have midnight right there. We have a fair value gap higher, no zone. Technically there is a zone, by the way. Oh wow, there is one. Okay. Alright, let's put this here. It could be valid. Open of this candle is 76.8. Okay, 1 hour supply zone. Okay, we'll see. And so far, that's it. Looking for one more bullish push on gold. One more bullish push on gold. It's happening, Isham. It's happening. Almost ready. Almost ready. Farhad, you're long? Alright. I realized something. You know, if you full port any given direction, you have 35% chance of passing. Yeah, and actually that is a good ratio, by the way. But depends on how fast the market is moving, right? So, I mean, for example, if we would be having the same conditions like we were having in April, like when one candle was like 150 points or 100 points, that would be even better, right? But I don't know. Interesting numbers. I think Abyss, that 35% is changing according to seasonal tendencies. How the market, I mean, how fast is the market, depending on momentum. Let me know the procedure. Absolutely no special procedure. I'm just gonna put out my email. Yeah, and you can send me your email, and I'm just gonna invite. That's it. Yeah, Isham. Basically, that's it. For now, we're gonna start off with less people, and you know, that's how we're gonna escalate for the in the beginning. It's gonna be fine because we're gonna do. I think I'm gonna post setups also from these trades that we take, and I think I'm gonna post setups also from those indicators that I'm testing. You know, and obviously everyone can post setups and opinions, and that's why, you know, we'll try to do it together. Passing 3K supposed to, yeah, I mean, oh yeah, 33% chance. That's true. Ollie, hey, what's happening? Oh, here's the indicator. Nothing's happening so far here, as much as I'm seeing this correctly. I'm a little bit interested. Oh, by the way, I need to start Quant Power. I haven't started it yet. Imagine CPI being much better than expected. Oh my god, yeah. 24K. Ha! Imagine that. We're just gonna skyrocket there. What's going on, Ollie? Okay. It has been started. Alright. Alright. Isham, I received the email. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna put you on the list. Yeah, I have it. I have the email. Shorted at 148. Awesome. Yeah, it's a bit of a FOMO situation. Absolutely, Sham. I'll send out everything. All right. Let's see. You're shorting on CPI. I don't know what numbers are they expecting. I'm guessing that they're expecting some good numbers. I haven't checked it yet. I'm kind of looking for this move on gold. Huh. Let's see, 76.8. Where was the fair value gap? I'm kind of looking for this. The high was 76.7. All right, we'll see. Took a long position on gold at 71.8. We'll see. All right. Everything priced in, yeah. What's the news from NVDLS? I think the Schwarm was saying that now they can produce chips to those microchips or GPUs. Sorry, the GPUs to China or something like that. Yeah, selling GPUs to China. Hey, Squirrely McBurley. Hello, it was like doing well. Oh yeah. It hasn't been sent. I'm sorry. I'm gonna send it out. I collected everything, so I'll send out, and we're gonna populate that server. Actually, for now, we're gonna go on the old server, and then we go from there. You're in. YouTube's glitchy. All right, no problem. Ron, good morning. I had one long yesterday after you got offline. Nice. Let's go, Ron. The Sketch Monkey. Hello. I'm located in Hungary. I'm from center of Europe. Well, not the center, but Hungarian. And Reza is here. Oh my God. The man. Where are you, my man? Been a long time, yeah. We were actually really no troll. We were talking about you. Where is Reza? Hey, I hope trading goes good. No, not Swedish, but oh, Szeged, nice, nice. Any tips on visiting there? Well, there's lots of good places in Szeged, like depending on what you want to do. There's some good restaurants, good pubs. I just say definitely go to the center. Obviously, you have to visit the dome. Beautiful temples there, and obviously all those beautiful buildings. You just gotta take a walk around the place because there's so many nice places to sit down and enjoy the summer. Obviously, go down and have a good Hollandsly, you know, fish soup. There's a very good place. Road trip, nice. Well, sometimes I do wish I could be in Sweden. I think Sweden is a awesome, great country. My father-in-law passed away. Oh my gosh. Sorry to hear that, man. Man, I'm Reza. My condolences. I'm sorry. Yeah, that is. I guess that's life. I guess that's life, man. But I hope that you know, I hope family is. I mean, otherwise, I mean, obviously, it's painful for everybody. It's painful for everybody in the whole family, I guess, and it's hard to move at that point, especially the you know, especially for your wife, and I mean, obviously, you have to keep her in comfort and everybody else. Like now, you're the man, you know, Reza. You're the man they're gonna look up to, and that's your job, you know. And by the way, Reza, between me and you, my father-in-law has stage 4 cancer. Where he was having surgery 2 weeks ago. Still waiting for the results. So I know I can feel you there because now here almost the same situation there. You know. Hey, Stacks Networks, what's up? I'm going all oiled. Is that what you would call a fair value gap? The space at 2320 with no candles. It's just 2320. Like down here. This is a fair value gap, yes. So for example, here on the 15-minute chart, there's a bullish candle, and after the bullish candle came another bullish candle, and the next candle, the third candle, didn't go down there to reprice this level, so fair value has not been offered to the sellers. Now, after that, during the Asia session, price came down there and fair value has been offered here to the sellers, and they picked up orders here and started to push it further to the upside. But for example, here there's another fair value gap, a bearish fair value gap. So fair value has not been offered to the buyers until this time. The buyers finally stepped in They've been offered fair value. So we have multiple fair value gaps here, as you see. This is actually almost like an inversion gap, but I'm not going to go into that right now. So fair value has been offered all the way up here. And now, I mean, this is also a fair value gap here, right? Still, no fair value has been offered to the sellers. They tried to push it down. They still did not manage to push it down into the gap. So they might try to push it higher one more time, right? So we'll see. Would be interesting. Time as no there, you're the only son. He was 5th heart attack. Jesus, Reza, heart attack. Oh my god, that's heart attack. Hey, thank you, Nestor. Thank you so much for the support. Yeah, I mean, if it's the first time, you must have got the 50% discount. And so, you know, Nestor, if by some unfortunate reasons you would blow up the account, I would still keep the subscription because you're gonna get rebuilt with the 50% discount. Just a, you know, small advice here. I was having the same discount back in the days, and I think I kept the subscription for like 3 or 4 months until I passed the account. but so, you know, just an idea, because it's a cheap price for a very good account. Stage 4. Yeah, there you go. Zacromancer. So yeah, so unfortunately, I'm sorry to hear that, by the way, Zacromancer. You and me both also in the situation. Second eval, yeah. Well, Reza, doctors are saying they cannot be super optimistic because it's stage 4, and we're still waiting for he has to take treatment, but you know, gotta stay optimistic. Gotta stay optimistic. That's all what we can do. That's all what we can do. It didn't go to the bottom and failed from big down. That's basically, yeah, we didn't. It doesn't necessarily have to go to the bottom all the time. Sometimes it even just enough to take to dive in with only just one tick. So sometimes only one single tick is enough to pick up orders from a specific level and then just, you know, run to the opposite direction. So that's why I used to, like, sometimes I'm a little bit aggressive on my entries, not waiting for price to reprice the whole fair value gap. Sometimes I just put my limit entry just at the beginning of the gap. Exactly. Important to treasure every moment. Exactly. Meaningful memories. That's all that matters, by the way, everybody. This is what life is about. You gotta create meaningful memories with the family, with your loved ones, because, you know, that's what it's all about. And that's what is going to give you the most joy and happiness in life. It can be friends. If one doesn't have a family, you still have friends. If you don't have friends, go out and socialize. You know, we humans are, you know, we need to have friends. Socialize, you know. But definitely got to put those memories in front. Mohit, hello. KK Trade, good morning. Doing okay. Kind of waiting for history to push for another new high, but I don't know really. We're just hovering here. I have no targets. Kind of waiting if we're gonna go through this fair value gap or not. There is a certain glitch. Yeah, exactly. CS Ishti, hello. Yeah, exactly, Abyss. Reza, stay strong. And now, as I said, you're the man of the family. You need to show strength. You need to show strength and wisdom to them. And that's how it goes, you know. Sorry, I just had to send an email. Oh, there's a delay. If you click on the live icon on the stream, it should jump to the to present time. You know. Exactly. Exactly, Zacromancer. It's about reclaiming time freedom. Exactly. Stay strong. Debadeep, you couldn't have said it better. This is absolutely a no man's zone. This is absolutely a level that it's just almost impossible to trade properly. Maybe there's only one thing to do, but I'm not even sure about that. There is a zone down there technically valid. It's just before this Nvidia news, I guess. Let me show you on the 15-minute. That's the only thing I'm seeing here. So we had a liquidity sweep on these swing lows right here. And then obviously a strong market structure shift multiple times, right? So bullish market structure shift here and here. And, you know, so multiple structure shifts. And here as well. Actually, let's just put it there. Who cares? So multiple market structure shifts, which could mean that this bearish candle is actually a zone, right? Open up this candle is 06. Just gonna put it down right here. So order block 15-minute bullish order block / demand zone. Okay. I'm not sure if it's gonna go down there, but if it starts to go down there, I might gonna be looking for all right, that's it. That is it. Nothing more. Nothing more that I see as a possible target. So you mark, doesn't the volume imbalance count as part of the 15-minute parabolic gap? So we technically tapped a tick into volume imbalance does count. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Volume imbalance here. I'm sorry. Yeah. Absolutely, you're right. Oh my God, that's a good question. Sanuya, yes. That actually counts. That actually counts. And thank you for reminding me. There is a volume imbalance on the 15-minute chart. And this is an excellent question. Here's the volume imbalance right there. The volume imbalance has to be treated like a continuation of this bullish candle until the next candle in terms of fair value gap wise. So that means that this candle wicked into this volume imbalance, which means it picked up orders. There's also orders resting in that volume imbalance, and then it immediately bounced. Now this bounce was mostly because orders has been picked up, boom, bounced the market, and now seems like sellers still wants to push it down. And, you know, they just want to take an advantage of it again. But that's true. Absolutely. Absolutely. That was a volume imbalance. Yes. Yeah, exactly, Abis. If you're not sure and basically you're just starting out in trading, then the thing you can do is, you know, paper trade your entries, practice those entries. Exactly. Bailey, that is actually also a... Does that not affect your... yeah, so Bailey, that is an excellent question. Building up bad habits is also something we need to avoid. So just because you're sitting here and watching the markets, it doesn't necessarily mean that we need to take a trade, right? Because it all looks good and it's amazing, but it doesn't necessarily mean that we need to take a trade. The 1 hour fair gap, then go higher. Yeah, it could be down at 113. I think this market is just on steroids, and I wouldn't be surprised if it would be just pushing higher. How is ES right now? ES also made a new high? Oh, yes, it did. Yeah, all-time highs again. Yeah, this market is unstoppable. But you know, this is the monthly chart. Look at the monthly. Look at the this year's April candle here. Now, if you look at the even on NQ, I mean both ES and NQ on the monthly chart this year. I mean, sooner or later, maybe later, I wouldn't be surprised if we would go down at least to like the consequent encroachment or mid-level of this huge wick here, or maybe at least here to 54.70-ish as a correction or a pullback. Wouldn't be surprised at all. Now that would be somewhere at 19,000 or below on NQ. I'm just saying that, you know, a huge correction, and not because the market is so bad, but a huge correction is possible anytime. Do you sometimes hedge your funded accounts with a real account? No. Not because I think it's a bad thing. I just never did that. I pretty much stayed in one direction with the trades, one analysis. If I did try to hedge years ago, and it never turned out good, you know. Yeah, maybe Tudor. Yeah, obviously, after some time, the chances are getting bigger and bigger that it's just going to take the waterfall to go down. Yeah. Martin, good morning. Naomi, hey Naomi, good to see you. How you doing? Bailey. Well, it's a difficult area, that's for sure. It is a difficult area. Still kind of looking for a possible long situation on gold. Because gold, I feel it might want to go up there to that supply zone. So, just trying to figure out. My previous gold trade, I closed it, by the way, with a small loss. I took another entry right now on gold. Small position, very small position. Where is it? Here it is. So just a small position, and I'm just, trying to anticipate if this one wants to go into that supply area. That is all. If it still goes lower, it's fine. I'm gonna take the L, and that's it. We move from there, right? Well, yeah, I mean, you can do that actually. There's nothing, I'm not saying hedging is a bad thing or anything. Oh, it's a very bad idea. Okay, you got me on that one. If you, I mean, I know some people on social media who are actually hedging, but they're doing it in Forex markets and outside, not US regulated Forex markets. I mean, brokerages. Good call. How's it going? Itvip, hello. Yeah, gamble with a small risk, yeah. Scalpelaire, hello, good morning. Well, London Open is close. I would be curious how this is gonna go. NQ picked up orders again. Hard to read. I think gold has a potential to continue higher into that zone. Maybe I have a tight risk right now on that small position, but I'm only risking like 80 bucks. So I think it was Nvidia news. Nvidia can sell GPUs to China. Dean, neighbor. Hey. On the evaluation account, Nestor, you can do whatever you want. Okay, so you can trade on evaluation accounts, but on your funded accounts, there is a 4-minute window. So 2 minutes before the red folder news, you need to stay flat, and you got to stay flat until 2 minutes after the red folder news. So there's a 4-minute window. All right. But most likely, like not every red folder news, there's a calendar. Then you go to the dashboard, to your stats page on your account, and you scroll down. There's a calendar. You will find it. And in the calendar, they will put those news events that they are prohibiting you to trade on the news. Some red folder news you can trade at MyFundedFutures, but the most likely they're not are CPI news, like today, CPI, NFP, and FOMC. Those are the 3 main ones. But again, some red folder news you can trade. But on evaluation account, you can go crazy as much as you want. Anything you like to do there. My position is, my entry is at 70.7 with a very tight risk, as you can see. If it goes down to 66.5, obviously I'm just gonna wait on the sidelines, and that is it. So it's a very tight risk. I'm just looking for this one to push higher. I mean, that's gold. Again, if you guys just tuning in, that's a gold position. Small risk, very small risk. You're welcome. You're welcome, Nestor. Oh yeah, Coop, yeah, those things. But as I said, my funded futures and also Take Profit Trader has a calendar, and you can always check that if you're curious what news are restricted for the week or for the day. Yes, you can. On the Take Profit Trader evaluation or test accounts, as they call it, you can do also whatever you want. But there's a 50% consistency rule on the evaluation account. Don't forget it. But you can do anything you like on the test account. Most likely, every prop firm lets you to do anything on the evaluation account. So usually there are no restrictions. So hey, thank you, Itvip. Thank you so much for the support. And still 40% off with no activation fee at Take Profit Trader with daily payouts. And I just withdrew 430 something dollars from yesterday, and it has been transferred to my wallet. Yeah, so we like the daily payouts with Take Profit Trader. We definitely like the daily payouts. Oh, Chaz, sorry to hear that. I know, Chaz. I know, because I know. Man, I don't know what to say. I know it sucks. Oh man. But listen, you gotta learn from that. You gotta learn and move on. That's what we can do. That's the only thing. Gotta look back and ask yourself, how was your setup? You know? Part of the game. Yes, exactly. Chaz, you gotta work. All we do, like everybody does the same thing. Like we're working, especially in prop trading. The job is to reduce those numbers as low as possible. And it's not going to happen just like that. So it's going to take time. Well, you can reset it, but it's so expensive. You know, it's so expensive. Obviously, that's why they put a price tag on it. I mean, if the 50K account, the reset is $650 on a funded account. Like with that money, you can buy 6 test accounts with Take Profit Trader, and I would say even if you have like small experience, or I would say like at least you should be able to pass one. I don't know how to put this, but if I buy 6 test accounts at Take Profit Trader, I know I will pass. Worst case scenario, I should be passing at least 2. I know that. I'm confident in myself. If I buy 6, I need to. That's the bare minimum. Actually, if I am optimistic, I think I can pass 4. I mean, if I say that I can pass all those 6, and that's a little bit too much for me. I'm just being realistic with myself. But I would not reset for myself because I know I can pass the next test account. So maybe not the next one, but you know. Juan Barcenas, hello. And Jerry Trade is here. What's happening? Only gold, small trade on gold. That's all I have. I'm still in a long position. Not looking too good, as you see. Very tight stop. I'm kind of looking gold to go higher into that 1 hour order block. And there's a fair value gap, by the way, on the 15-minute right there. That's what I was looking for on gold to push. So that's a 15-minute CB, sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. And so that's why I took it. And that is it. That is it. And mostly because of the order block. But since NQ wants to push this higher, it's just going to have a hard time. This is NQ, and this is gold here. This is gold. Because what to do on NQ right now? Seriously. I mean, I'm just not going to do anything here. The only scenario that I'm looking for on NQ is this. Displacement lower. And maybe somewhere if we can find a fair value gap, I don't know, then maybe I will enter. Otherwise, I have no plan for NQ. So I'm just going to wait for the trade to come in my direction. Zacromancer, exactly. And you know what? Gabrigi, hello. And you know what, Zacromancer? This is why it's so important, but I guess you know that. This is why it's so important to have a game plan. If my game plan is this, I know that all I need to do is just wait. And that's the moment when that's what many traders, especially the new ones, needs to realize, that you just have to wait for your game plan. If it's not going to happen, so what? No problem. Then you don't take a trade. You were still trading while not taking a trade, waiting for your game plan. It didn't happen? Awesome. You were disciplined enough. Okay? The trade didn't come to your way. All right, just move on to the next session. That is it. So my game plan is this. I don't care if NQ goes higher. I couldn't care less. If it starts to go lower, I might jump in if I see those check marks happening. Otherwise, I don't care. I don't care. Oh my God, the Take Profit Trader giveaway. Oh, it will ask me the question later in the New York session, man. I don't want to answer. I feel embarrassed. I still have the credits, by the way. I still have the credits, just to prove you guys that I didn't messed up those accounts. I still have it. Actually, I hope I have it. Where is it? Hold on. I know it's here somewhere. Where is it? Credit bank? Your credits? There you go. So I can still prove this. 150k test account. Look at that. Boom. I still have it. 650k test account. So we have it. We're gonna do the giveaway. Did you get a long signal? No, no long signal, but I can check it. Oh my god, my gold trade almost at stop. On gold, there was actually, oh okay, I'm stopped out from the gold trade. On gold, there was a market structure shift to the upside, which I was brave to take it, but it seems like I shouldn't have took it. Oh, you mean the sound? That was actually a signal, but I didn't take it. If you're referring to the sound. The indicators are always doing it. And another sound. Okay, I'm turning it off. You made 40. Nice. Up 800 on funded. Let's go. Jerry, congrats. Yeah, we need to break Asia high. I think so too. So let's just wait. And I'm just gonna watch the 5-minute chart here. There's gonna be a form that I'm gonna put out, LM, and you just need to fill your email and name, and we're gonna do almost like a wheel spin. And if you're not here on stream, don't worry about it, because I'm gonna shout out the names of the winners on Twitter, and I'm gonna send out the email. So even if you're not here, don't worry about it. We're gonna email the winners. Yeah, the sound came from the indicators, but for now there's nothing. Nothing actually. And this one just wants to go higher. So I got stopped out from the gold trade. I'm not doing anything with that. It's just not working out. I still like the level up there. I'm just not sure how far it wants to pull back down. So what can we do, right? Just gonna wait and see. Just gonna wait. We're gonna have a cash giveaway too. Farm in there. Are you profitable? Well, so far, Chaz, I can say the past few months has been really good. I'm taking payouts every single month since last year, July. So this is my 12 months that I'm taking payouts every month. My best month was May. I took almost 13k in payouts from prop firms. Last month it was again over 10k, 10,300 something, and this month I'm almost at 10k again, and we still have time. So I'm hoping that I can pull in a payout or two from Bulenox by the end of the month, and also from MyFundedFutures. Ken, what's happening, Kenchua? You're not late. Yeah, I know curry fishbowl. That's why I was risking only a small amount. Yeah. You don't need to do anything. I will post out a form in the stream. It's gonna be super simple. You just click on the form, fill in your name and email, and that's it. And you're in the giveaway. But I'm gonna do it next stream. It's gonna be on the whole week, so not just one stream. So if I put out the link, it will be on the whole week, and we're gonna pick the winner on Friday or something. So it will be on. Hey Dean, how many trades do you take in a typical week? I would say on a typical day, I take about 3 or 4 trades, I would say. On a typical week, I would say anywhere around 15 to 20 during the whole week. But I trade the London and the New York session as well, okay? So 2 sessions. So I would say nearly 20, somewhere around 20 trades ish. I mean, now I took basically 2 small trades, but both of these small trades were one trade, I would say so, because I split the risk. Previously, I entered the long position on gold. I closed that, and then I gave it a second chance with only a portion of the risk to go there. It didn't work out, so I would consider that as one trade, but only because I've split the risk in half. So I was risking $80 first and $80 in the second one. It didn't work out well, and so that trade is done. I'm not giving more chance to this gold trade, although I think it should be pushing into that 76.8. I'm just gonna skip gold for now. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's building up some cells. Maybe. Exactly. Just like Mark Douglas is saying, Zacromancer. That's the way to ease the stress. Once you put on the trade, you have to make peace with the outcome before even putting on the trade. So you put it on, you already have to see your account like, okay, worst case scenario, for example, in my gold trade, this account is gonna be less with $80. I'm okay with that, no problem. I put on the trade, whatever happens, I know that my account could be lower than 80 bucks. Sorry, not percent, $80. 80%. And that's it. Well, currently Tudor, I'm having, I think, 9 or 10, but I'm actively trading on 3 or 4, trying to rotate these accounts. I'm not really the type of trader who needs like 20 or 40 accounts, because I'm seeing it on social media. It's very popular that you know, having 40 accounts or 60 accounts and copy trade 120 accounts. I don't see anything in that. I think, by the way, especially if you're somewhat new in trading with prop firms, 1 or 2 funded accounts is more than enough. More than enough. And for me, somewhere around 8 or 10 is my sweet spot, because I can rotate the accounts. And I'm not trading all the accounts, I mean, every day. So as I said, actively trading like 4 funded accounts, maybe. If I have, for example, I have account for a little bit more scalping. I have another account for a little bit more for these regular, quote unquote, regular entries with small risk. And yeah, very important. Some of these accounts, I treat them differently, risk management wise. As I just said, I have scalping account, and I have like swing trading account. That's not true. It's not swing trading, but because I don't swing trade, but where I usually go with the lowest risk. So I manage them differently. Check NQ. Yeah, NQ is it's just terrible right now. How much of the prop firm drawdown do you risk per trade? Well, once I'm in a new funded account, I try not to risk more than $200 per trade. That would be my maximum. Usually 150-ish. I go with the 50K accounts usually, Chaz. So I like the 50Ks. Nothing wrong with the 150Ks. Actually, I'm thinking to switch to a bigger account, sir. But I usually about 150 bucks. And if I'm down like about $600 ish for the day on one particular account, that's a red flag that okay, that's my mental stop for the day on any specific funded account that I have. Like if I'm down $600 for the day, that's a red flag that I should be doing something else or walk away. Those are my numbers. So this means I can take usually 3, maximum 4, but maybe 3 losses in a row, you know, before leaving the charts. Because if I take 4 losses in a row and I'm definitely over my $600 limit, then I know that I did something wrong. It's not the market. I did something very bad. I mean, not very bad, but something, it's on me. It's not on the market. Usually if I hit that mental stop limit, that's not because of the market. That's because I was greedy, impatient, revenge trading, over trading, taking a setup that wasn't even there, breaking my rules. So, you know, thinking gold will come down a little bit. Well, maybe it could. I'm still gonna look for gold to spike higher. The problem is I already had this loss, two small losses, by the way. That's also kind of a risk management style. Like, I predetermined that I don't want to lose more than $160 or $180 on this long position. So I took a small trade at the beginning of the stream, took me out. Actually, didn't take me out. I closed it manually as I saw it going down. I took a second chance on the same trade. It took me out with a full stop. So now this counts as one trade for me. I'm down like $150-ish actually. And so it has to be a really good A++ setup next time it goes higher in order to jump in with at least a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. And I'm not gonna be able to, I mean, best case scenario on gold, I can climb out from the hole, but that's it. So I don't have high hopes for this, but I think that 76.8 on gold should be tagged. I think it should be tagged. Exactly. Coop, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Daily payouts and building up the accounts with MyFundedFutures, that's good. Hey, the #1 fan, Gabriel, the Dr. Shuttle, and Dr. Shuttle Show. Hey, what's going on? How you doing, man? Are you trading more in the London session? It's hard to say. Because sometimes, and this just happened last week, we were sitting through like 2 or 3 days in the London session. Like, I didn't even take one single trade. We were just sitting and watching price action. For example, here on NQ, I didn't take a trade. If I would not have traded gold, I'm still just sitting on the sidelines and not taking a trade. Why would I force myself into a trade when it's not playing out? So it happened like 2 or 3 days. And sometimes it's vice versa. Like we were sitting through the AM session in New York because it was so crappy, just going sideways. And so I think it's like changing all the time. But yes. Sometimes London does have some good setups, by the way. And just like, for example, New York AM session sometimes has good setups, sometimes don't. Mirovsky, hello. Good to see you back. OG viewer, hello. Vlasis, hello, good morning. And Malo is here again. Come on, man. Jesus. 10 accounts up, 3. Oh my God, 300. What you doing there, man? Guys, Malo is every day just printing money. I don't know. Whoa. My God.
That's a wrap. 5 daily payouts in a row. Let's go.
Guys, Malo is printing money every day. Every single day. That's why he buys all those BMWs, right? Malo, you were not here yesterday, I think, in the New York session. I showed you maybe the other card that I was willing to buy, but I think it's still here, opened up in a tab somewhere. Or maybe not. I'm not sure. Is it here? I think it's here somewhere. I wanted to show you this beauty. For investment purposes. So Malo understands this. He's a BMW fan. For investment purposes. Look at this. Boom. So Malo already knows this car. I mean, obviously he's a BMW enthusiast. This is a 2.8 liter inline 6-cylinder wide body factory OEM everything Z3 2.8 with manual gear. It has the roll bars. It has the sports seats. So very important to see here that it has the sports seats, the M steering wheel, M suspension. It has everything. It has, and it's very rare on these cars, it has an electric roof. It has heated seats. It has an AC unit, board computer. So everything is in line. The car is in excellent condition. So and OEM, everything is OEM. The roof is in excellent condition. It has a hardtop, by the way, as an extra. And you know, everything is in great condition. Everything, nothing has been modified. Everything is in great shape and great form. Now, this car would be an investment, not a daily driver, not to go out and tune it and stage 2 modifications, nothing. Save it for history and save it for investment purposes, basically. How about this? I do love it. It's in excellent condition. The 2.8 6-cylinder engine, I think, is just amazing. Which accounts do you have with DAYTRADER funding? I don't have accounts with it. Oh, with DAYTRADER. Sorry, Malo. Okay. Malo has one. Okay. A little bit old, yes. That's the point. That's the point. That's the point. It's 26 years old. It's 1999. 1999. You know, Prince, 1999. It's old. That's the point. It has to be old. No, no, never. I never go for air suspension, but thank God this era didn't have air suspension on these cars. So no, it's 1999. Exactly, exactly. That's what I want to do. Like, I just want to hold the car, keep it in excellent mint condition, everything factory OEM, and trust me, guys, it's a good investment if I'm thinking like 3 to 5 years. 3 to 5 years, and I'm taking care of the car, everything. I think it's a better investment than putting the money into a bank. Just sit there. I truly believe that it's a better investment. I passed a funded account yesterday. Yes, if that's what you're asking, Mike. SMTVDS, I think we manipulate higher. Could be manipulating higher. Yeah. Wouldn't be surprised. There is a possible trade here, I guess, on gold, maybe. I'm not sure though. 76.3. Is it gonna go higher? Maybe it will. Da, da, da. 81. There you go. 81.3 series. That's actually. There you go. Paid 3K. Now it's 10K. Exactly. And yeah, I truly believe that the value of these cars. I mean, I like the car YouTube channels, by the way. I follow Hoovy's Garage, and I follow some other big YouTube names out there. And I truly believe that since I love cars, I do love cars very much. I truly believe that if you find a rare one and a good one, then you can actually hold value with a nice car. I believe in that. I know actually a guy in person in my country who made his fortune. He made a lot of money, a lot, by selling rare cars and motorcycles on auctions. And he made a bunch of money, lots of money, because he always knew, where to look for and which auctions he was putting his cars on here in Europe. And he made tremendous amount of money, like a lot. I believe in that, by the way. So now if I buy this car, which I don't know if I will, it would be 80% because of investment purposes. Obviously, I would like to drive the car a little bit because it's a retro feeling. But nice. You're going to be looking at 2015 class 63, and that's a nice one, Malo. Let's go, Mirovsky. 3 evals, let's go. Let's see, is this gonna be a sell? So far, just accumulation. So far, it's just accumulation, and I don't know how far it's gonna go. Anyway, let's just wait for it. We never know. Oh, you're looking at it tomorrow. Hey, thank you, Ollie. On Bulenox, passed them yesterday. Congratulations, Ollie. That is nice job. Thanks for the support. Yeah, the market is really crappy, Teak. I mean, look at the range. I mean, this is terrible. Like, we're ranging in 10 points. Is this really what we want to trade in? I don't think so. This is very bad. Let me check it. Mallow, let me check it. Let me see. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Beautiful. Let me see the pictures. Oh, it's not loading in right now, but I see the small picture. I know this version. I know this. This is a beautiful car. Beautiful. Hey. But sometimes, you know, especially today, I mean, even if the analysis is correct, my entry is just not playing out all that much. You know. But yeah, Malo is actually, so he's taking that money, you know, and he's taking that quote unquote small, like $200 or $300 per day multiplied by as many accounts that he can handle, and he's just building up, he's stacking up those things like crazy, and he's making it. Yeah, NQ is definitely dead. So I mean, the levels, I think, and we outlined it together. Yeah, Mirovsky, sorry, question, bro. Let's say if I pass all 3 accounts, I will be able to make money with... Yeah, sure. Sure, Mirovsky. Why not? Absolutely. It's up to by the risk management you take. So, are you going to copy trade them? Are you going to trade them one by one? It's up to you, right? JJ, I trade right now, I think, 9 or 10 funded accounts. Sometimes I had more. My maximum I had was like 18, but I don't need that much. Usually when I actively I actively trade like 4 funded accounts. So I'm not even using all my 9 accounts right now. I'm actively trading 3 or 4 at a time. I'm rotating the accounts. I live 90 kilometers south from Budapest, so I don't live in Budapest. Pip drunk. But if you're visiting, anybody of you guys, if you're visiting, I'd be happy to grab you a lunch and a coffee. I bring you guys to a great place to have some good food. Let me know. It's on me, all right? Exactly, Martin. Take base hits around 250, 300 and leave the market. Exactly, Martin. That would be the goal. And that's the kind of consistency that we need to fight for and work for, you know, not to be greedy. Making $200, $300 a day and then you're done. You're done. You just have to repeat the process and that's it. That is how it works. That is how it works. Look at gold now. Oh my God. I'm gonna go crazy on this. You know, that's the problem. I lost 2 small trades in a row. I still believe that this is gonna be the level up there. And it kind of makes me a little bit frustrated, but you know, you gotta have the rules. That's what, without rules, we would be just animals, you know. Ibo Munich, hello, welcome. Yeah, gold is making the move. Obviously, this morning, gold is the only choice, maybe. Bro, is it allowed to pass eval on trade day news events? Yes, but with trade day, there is a 30% consistency or 40%. I don't even know. and there's a 5 or 7 minimum trading days. So trade day is, by the way, super solid. I can always say good things about trade day. Super solid prop firm. But you got to keep in mind the consistency rule and the minimum trading days. I got to go over the rules because all these prop firms and forever changing rules almost every other month. Well, JJ, I very rarely copy trade. Very rarely copy trade. If I copy trade, maybe I copy trade 2 accounts. Whoa, DH is here. Welcome, DH. Thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the channel. The power of numbers. I don't trade more. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Shorted 300 a day and then times 5 accounts, then long. There you go. And that and you just look for the same thing. The next 15 minutes. Oh man. On NQ, nothing is gonna happen. On gold, I'm just watching for the moral victory. If gold wants to spike higher, that's it. But yes, I've been in Italy. And actually, I'm looking to visit Italy maybe this summer or at the end of the summer. You know, looking into it. Yeah, I'm always taking the payouts every day. Budapest is nice, but you know, the problem, I mean, I like Budapest too. I would not like to live there because it's too crowded for me. I'm from a small village. So, but the thing is, like, also JJ, like, Budapest has also those dirty streets, which I don't really like. In the past couple of years, I think Budapest has got much more dirtier and crappier, like, and unfortunately, and it's a very terrible thing that more homeless people are on the streets now, especially at the metro stations, you know. So we were walking in the city a couple of weeks ago, and we were we parked the car and we used the metro. Lots of homeless people and lots of dirt on the streets everywhere, like garbage everywhere. Sorry. So the target for gold, I would say, I'd like to see it go into a 15-minute fair value gap, that 15-minute CB. So I would say the high is 76.7 would be a nice area for gold to go. 76.7. So one tick lower than the order block, that would be a good target. And because there's a 1 hour supply zone, I think it's a good area for market to go to, because there's nothing on the downside, and until there's uncertainty in the market, gold can push bullish until the CPI news. So why not, right? You live in Europe. Where do you live? Which country? 300. Yeah, that is an excellent goal. So any one of you guys want to visit Budapest, let me know. We're gonna have a great meal, eat some good food on me. Okay, I'm gonna show you the good places, the places that the tourist books are not showing you. All right, the real good places, the real places, not the ones that you see in the you know, in the brochures, but the real good places. Can I use TradingView NinjaTrader for day trader? At DayTraders, you can use NinjaTrader because you can hold on. I don't know. I know that NinjaTrader is able to connect to one rhythmic connection at a time, because DayTraders are offering rhythmic connection, but you can connect to rhythmic with Ninja. I'm just not sure about the license. That's a good question. Can we borrow? Oh yeah, definitely, Gabriel. Absolutely. You just need to make a deposit. I'm from Italy. Nice. We gotta do a meetup, you know. We meet, eat. Yeah, 15 micros, 20 points. Exactly, YM. Exactly. Exactly. I need to visit Dublin. Oh no. Don't talk about Rome. Oh, Prague is beautiful. I also like Prague. Prague is beautiful. What will be stop loss? Yeah, that's obviously a tight risk management. Obviously, if you go with more contracts, you have to be with a very precise risk management. Cabbage roll dish, nice. Ireland. All right, Gabriel. They have a list of all your A++ firms. I'm just finishing up with one about Take Profit Trader. I made 2 or 3 videos about MyFundedFutures, but I'm gonna update some of the videos. I think I should. My A++ prop firm is definitely Take Profit Trader and MyFundedFutures, way on the top. But right behind them, I would say there are actually on the first place, MyFundedFutures, Take Profit Trader, equally. I love them. Second place, not because I hate them, but second place I would put, you would be surprised, but Bulenox, great. Absolutely positive experience with Bulenox. They just pay, no questioning, nothing. They just pay you out, and that's it. So Bulenox definitely at second place, and Funded Futures Network, and now Funded Futures Network is, by the way, super solid as well. And now TRADEDAY, I will push much more. So there are good prop firms. I'm not looking to brand new prop firms that much, but I know the new hype is FUNDINGTICKS. I already have a code there, so yeah, I jumped on the bandwagon, but I'm not pushing them because I just want to find out how the trading environment goes. But I know there's always something new, but these are super solid ones. Belgium, all right. Ninja and Rhythmic is bad. They don't show exact balance. Oh. Yeah, maybe Ninja needs to update their software. I like Belgium. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I mean, so many things to see in Belgium, right? I was there many years ago. Whoa. Jerry Loki or Loki. Hey. Welcome to the channel. Welcome, Jerry. And Joel also subscribed to the channel. Here you go. Joel just subscribed. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Thank you for the sub. And also, I know you guys hate Apex, but I would put somewhere, Apex somewhere on the second line there. Because I received payouts even after the rules were changing. I just like Apex because I trade small. So I also got denied once or twice, but then I corrected it. I go with small size. I got the payouts. So I understand now everybody hates Apex because of the rules change and everything. But say what you want, Apex paid out $500 million, not million, $500 million so far since they are doing business. And those are real numbers. $500 million to prop firm traders. And that's a mic drop line there. So everybody can hate Apex, but $500 million have been paid out to traders. And that is really something. I mean, why were they able to do that? Because they were one of the earliest prop firms and they built up their company that much, obviously. And Not even TopStep was paying that amount of money out to traders. TopStep is good. The reason I'm not trading with them is because they only offer TopStep X, which is obviously now. I mean, I was trading with them in 23 and a little bit in 24, and I got payouts from TopStep. I don't like the payout policy that much, but that's not really the issue. They were not offering proper micro scaling on Quant Tower. So then I just skipped them. And also, I never made a secret about it. I'm an affiliate for these prop firms because I'm doing this business on YouTube as full time. And without the affiliate commissions, it would have been much, much harder for me to stay here full time. And so I left my job in 24 in March. I had a good job, by the way, so I was not leaving it for, for nothing. But obviously, I put the affiliate business next to my YouTube channel. And so 2 reasons. One is the micro scaling, which TopStep never really changed. Now that Quant Tower is supporting Project X, I could go back to TopStep. The second thing is that TopStep kicked out all the affiliates. And so I was like, I need to, line this up with my business. So why would I push TopStep if I'm not really affiliated with them? And besides, I don't like the payout policy that much. I mean, they are super solid prop firm. TopStep is very solid. They are paying out traders, no question. They are paying. But so in a business perspective, I chose not to trade with them. And that's it. That's the simple reason. And I do think that there are so many other things, sometimes, better than TopStep outside in the real world. In the prop space. And that's why I'm having such a blast with MyFundedFutures and Take Profit Trader and with the others. I've heard Bulenox added some flipping rule. Yeah, but it's not that difficult, by the way. It's not that, oh, look at it, it's still just ranging. The flipping rule is not like a super hard rule to go by with Bulenox. Just use proper risk management and don't go for those windfall days and just push the button on the rest of the days with 1 micro just to open and close. That's it. A discipline you struggle with your ego, actually need the end of day accounts and risk setting stops that are there's nothing really bad. YM, so first of all, YM, it's, this discipline actually comes easier when you have a game plan. So for example, on NQ, I don't care if this market is going long because I don't have a target. If it would go lower, then I would care a little bit more because I want to target the 15-minute demand zone, right? And that's why I don't care about the long position. If it would, so as long as the game plan is not going in my way, I'm just not interested to take a trade. And once you understand that, and that's why it's so important for you to, and everybody, to have a game plan, entry model, and do your analysis the way like, not the way, you don't have to do it the way like I did, but this is the level I'm looking for. If it's not going that way, I'm just not doing anything, right? That's going to be easier. Why do you don't like, what do you don't like about TopStep? You have to put in more than $5 $200 days. Now, it doesn't seem that difficult by now. So let's just state the fact that until a few weeks ago, actually like 2 months ago now, 2 months now, TopStep was not offering proper micro scaling on accounts other than TopStep X, okay? And Quant Tower was not supporting TopStep X. So the only solution, obviously I could connect with Quantower on Rhythmic with Topstep, but the problem, once I got funded on a 50K account, I could only go in with 2 micros or 1 mini. 2 micros or 1 mini on the funded account on Rhythmic at Topstep. So then they came up with Topstep X, but I did not want it to use the Topstep X platform because I just don't like it. That's it. I don't like the Topstep X platform, and that's it. So I didn't trade it. The scaling rule was bad. I didn't like it on the funded account. I needed at least 5 micros, but more than likely 10 micros at least to start the 50K account. They didn't. Michael Patak said that it's very complicated to program the system to be able to start the funded account with 10 micros on Rhythmic. That is bullshit. I call bullshit. It's just one click. They just write 10 micros and that's it. One click of a button and they could change the scaling rule. But they didn't, because they wanted everybody to be on Topstep X. But no problem. So Quantower now supporting Project X, so Topstep X, that's cool. And the scaling now is okay, because on Topstep X the scaling is all right. You can start with 10 micro, 20 micro, so you can do proper risk management. But this just happened like until 2 months ago, and before then scaling problem, which I didn't like, and the payout policy, so making $200 per day, like about 2 years ago, it was a little bit more frustrating to me to concentrate on the $200 days all the time. I mean, oh man, it's a little bit more, it's a little bit much, I don't want to do that, you know. And then even if you reach that level, I can only take out, quote unquote, only 50% of my profits. Like, and so I just didn't trade them. Not because I hate them. I think they are an awesome prop firm. It was just not lining up with my risk management and account management style. I use everything connected to Quantower, and all these small pieces came together. Now I could trade Topstep, as I said, with Quantower through Project X, but I just won't. So that's the thing. But hey, I know it sounded like I'm bashing on Topstep. They are super awesome. Again, they are a great prop firm. Nothing wrong with them. So if you like to trade with them, obviously go for it. They are good. So many rules. Which one has the simplest rules? Take Profit Trader, Jerry. Take Profit Trader. If you go to my website, Jerry, go to tomsabo.biz or pip.ninja. It points to the same place. The latest article, I know it's an old article, it's about Take Profit Trader. Read everything. You will see that how simple are the rules. Basically, you can do whatever you want, almost, except don't trade the red folder news. That's the only thing. But if you read that article, you will have many answers. And yeah, the micro scaling rule was not my style. The thing about discipline is that it cannot exactly Dabadip. You have to blow up the accounts, otherwise it's gonna be much harder to master that discipline. You gotta blow up these accounts or those accounts in order to master discipline. I know it's hard. I'm completely aware of that. Is Topstep only offering? Yes. Yes, they only offering Topstep X lately. No other oh, look at that. No other platforms. And there's nothing really wrong with that. I guess I'm trading Project X on TRADEDAY through Quantower. I do see sometimes a bit of a lag. if I put a trade on trade day through Project X, I try to make sure it's a limit order, you know, and all that such. That's why. You can't take a payout until you hit 30 winning days. Oh, that's bullshit. Jerry, that is wow. That is not something I like. Until you hit 30 winning days on the live account, then what the hell is the point of going to a live account with TopStep if you can't take a payout until hitting 30 winning days? That's crappy. I didn't even know this, Jerry Trade. I didn't even know this. That's just pure. That is okay. Now it has been decided. No payouts until 30 winning days. Thank you. No, thank you. 50K in funded stage, 50% live. It is a hassle. Good for yeah. You're welcome, Jerry. NQ pumping. I've been reading some dodgy reviews about TradeDAY banning people who ask for payouts. I mean, that's interesting. Is that on Trustpilot? I'm gonna check that out. Yeah. Oh, that's not good, Zacromancer. No, it's not. I'm not gonna go short. There's nothing that indicates a good short position. Oh, and look at gold. Wow. Guys, I do feel the FOMO right now. Just look at this, man. The FOMO is super real. I told you we're gonna visit that level. It's so bad. Let's go, Zacromancer. Yeah, only TopStep X. And I don't like that fact, to be honest. Oh my god. Most of the 4 5 stars are paid reviews. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I know that. Most of the firms are paying reviews on Trustpilot. Yeah. I mean, I heard that. I mean, a lot of prop firms are paying for reviews. $5 days for 200. Yeah, with TopStep. Nice. Let's go, Jerry Trade. I mean, if you like TopStep X, that's cool. I don't say never. I mean, I'm not saying I never will trade because now Quant Towers support that, but I just didn't go for it yet. JJ strongly thinks it's a sell model. Could be. I do like this zone down there, but as I said, if it's not playing out in my favor, I'm just not gonna go for it. Sopham, hey. Oh, nice. Well, if you like using Project X, that's cool. I mean, the web platform, obviously, it has a lot of perks and features, I guess. Exactly. Vibes. By the way, at the end of the day, by the way, that's true. It doesn't really matter which platform, which prop firm. All that matters is if to get your money. That's it. All that matters is that you can focus on trading and they pay you out. That's all that matters. We can talk all about the rules and the platforms and the connection and everything. And yeah, obviously those matter as well. But at the end, all that matters is, are you going to get paid out or not? Can you focus only on trading? That's why I did the video about MyFundedFutures lately. That's a huge edge, emotional edge, what I used to repeat on MyFunded TV as well. That's a huge emotional edge, is that once you know that you can rely on the payouts, you just have to focus on the trades. And that's how simple it is. And it's going to give you a bit of an extra advantage on the markets. Yeah, the intraday drawdown is the one that makes it a little bit complicated. I guess they see the numbers, they see the recipe, like where they can make money. And now, what can we do, right? But, once you get to the safety net with base hits, it's just going to be a static account, right? So maybe, but I don't trust on SMT right now. At these historical highs, anything can happen. Exactly, vibes. Size down. Exactly. Size down. That's the key. Oh my, the FOMO is real on gold. The FOMO is kicking in. Yeah. Yeah. But, I took 2 small trades. According to my rules, I just can't go in again. I can't. And this is also a make you or break you point. I just can't do it. I just can't. You ever size in beside 3 micros unfunded? I mean, sometimes I do go a little bit crazy, like when I'm scalping on a funded account and I'm looking for like a 10-point target or 10 points target with about also a 10 points stop loss. Then sometimes, yeah, I go with 1 mini. Like then I switch to 1 mini. Not even with micros if I have a mini chart opened up, but and obviously, it happened when I sized into 2 minis. I was keeping a tight stop for like 6 or 7 points. And I was, jumping in with 2 minis because there was a very strong level. And I was like, okay, it just has to pop through that level. There's just no other way. And most likely at higher resistance liquidity runs when the market was really, tired out and it was, a pop could be happening any second and it was very close, like within 10 points of range. Then I jumped in with 2 mini, like let's go. Worst case scenario, even when I got slipped, I might lose like $200 or $300. Yes, I know. Sometimes I did that. Yeah, that's true. But but that's a little bit too stressful. That's too much stress. Yeah, I think NQ wants to push it for a new high. Yeah, you trade minis, so that's why. Yeah, that's good vibes. So because you push your, I mean, you put your stop loss tighter. Obviously, tight risk management. If you go with mini, you definitely have to go. You have to be a little bit more cautious, is what I'm trying to say. Whoa! What is happening here? Malo.
Okay, now done. Shutting it down. This is my weakness, not stopping at goals. Greed kills. I need more discipline. Shut it off. $510 by 10 equals dollar. Cool face emoji, thumbs up emoji.
Oh, it cut it off. I'm sorry, I didn't cut it off. Malo. Oh my god. $510 times 10. Jesus. This guy's printing. This guy is printing money. Well, it takes discipline to stop, you know. And thank you so much again, Malo. Thanks you all for the donations. I'm definitely gonna, you know, by the help of you, I will be able to buy food for the rest of the week, and I'm very grateful for it. So thank you. Congratulations, man. That's $5,100, and we haven't even started yet, right? Beanie Player. Yeah, I had a bit of a FOMO because I entered to a gold long position here and here. I got taken out 2 times, and now look at this. Boom, going to my original target. So what can I say? Malo is just doing it. You win, we win. We all in this together, that's for sure. Let's make. Okay, when I'm gonna order some good lunch, I'm gonna be thinking about Malo. Like, what a guy. Bought me food. Thank you. Malo is printing it. I don't know how he has some. I mean, definitely, he needs an emotional edge and being strong to hold those trades, and obviously, he must be using a certain type of risk management technique. One of these days, we're gonna pick his ideas, you know. We have the pre-market open. Real soon. In less than a minute. All right. I just want to say, I know it's the pre-market open, and here we go. Nothing really happening, right? The problem is I just received the message. I have to leave you guys. I'm sorry to say that, but I need to be at places. So I'm really sorry, but I'm not gonna take a trade here. I just have to finish up this stream right now, and I'll be back for the New York session. Not much to do here anyways. So thank you again. If you would like to support the channel, please don't forget to use the code TomSabo for the best available discounts and deals on all these prop firms. The code is always the same. Thank you so much for the support. It really helps out the channel and me being here full time with you guys. God bless you all. I'll be back for New York Open and then MyFunded TV today later. Okay? God bless. Cheers, and see you guys later. All right? Cheers, everyone.